World-renowned woman beater Chris Brown, who's also sometimes an R&B singer, has taken a break from beating women this week so that he can dabble in plagiarism. Before we start this video, I'm gonna ask you guys to like and comment on this video. You know the drill, maybe 2 comments, that really helps. I really want the algorithm to pick up on this one. Like, I want as many people to see this as possible because this story is BS. Now obviously stealing is not as bad as woman beating, but this is still bad. People are getting taken advantage of and it's just all around not cool. I will say that in the time between me writing this video last night and recording it this morning, a lot of big news outlets have picked up on this story, so that's good, but still, let's do our part to spread this message because it's an important one to me. Okay, now I'm aware that this video and this topic might seem a little bit out of left field for me to a lot of you, but this one seriously pisses me off. Like, seriously, I'm gonna try and keep the jokes to a minimum in this because I'm serious about this one. This is something that really is important to me. To summarize what's been going on in the last 24 hours, Chris Brown released a music video yesterday for a song called Wobble Up. It's not very good, you probably shouldn't listen to it. And not only is it garbage, but the video is completely unoriginal. And I'm not talking inspired by, I am talking pixel for pixel copies of other people's work. Just look at this stuff. Like, how ridiculous and how blatant is this? So why do I care so much? I am personally invested in this one because some of the people that he ripped off are friends of mine. They are colleagues of mine and they are fellow photographers, fellow artists. And some of you guys know, probably not all of you, but some of you know that photography is my main business and my style is very similar to this. So similar, in fact, that I watched the video just to make sure none of my work was copied in here too. Thankfully, I didn't spot any of my work, but this piece right here was made by my buddy Tony Futura, who brought this whole thing to my attention. And like I said, thankfully, it seems like I would have found out either way because a lot of big media outlets are picking up on it. Daily Mail, High Snob. Hopefully this story continues to spread. And my friend Tony isn't the only person who had his work copied in this video. It looks like there's 5 artists total whose work was ripped off for this. Marius Sperlich, who got it the worst because his concept is used as one of the hero shots in the video. A bulk of the video is his work. But then there's Tony Futura and Vanessa McCowan, Catherine Losing, and Jamie Calderon. I'm gonna link everybody's social media in the description. I highly encourage you go support these artists, check out what they're doing. They're all really great people and they're making really awesome original work, and it's so not fair that this is how the industry as a whole is gonna treat these people. And before anybody says, what's it Chris Brown? It was the director. Chris Brown co-directed this video with some other shit stain called A Rod. There is also a production company involved with all of this. I have not been able to confirm their name yet. They're the ones, the production company, they're directly responsible for actually creating these visuals. But Chris Brown is listed as a director. It might just be a vanity credit, but you know what? He put his name on this. He signed off on everything. He said, yes, this is my vision, and this is the concept we're gonna roll with. These concepts that we just bucked from Pinterest. So maybe Chris Brown wasn't the one who dug around on Instagram and Pinterest to find the work to copy, but you know what? His name is all over it and he's the one that's gonna get the most shit for it. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and list off all the reasons why we should hate Chris Brown because Gus Johnson already did that a few months ago, and I highly encourage you go watch his video after you finish this video. I'll leave a link to that too. But on that list of terrible things Chris Brown has done, stealing work from artists is nowhere near the top. But like I said, I'm personally invested in this one. I've had my work ripped off by big companies before. And it's not fun. It's not fun at all to have your work ripped off by somebody. It sucks. Now, luckily, from what I've gathered from talking to the people involved in this, it looks like they do have some legal footing to stand on. I don't want to air out anyone's laundry here, but from what I understand, lawyers are getting involved with this situation. And to me, this is a pretty clear-cut copyright infringement case. And we talk a lot about copyrights and copyright claims in the YouTube world, in the YouTube ecosystem these days, you know, with companies abusing YouTube's system and taking money out of creators' pockets. And this isn't that much different from that. It's bullshit, it's wrong, and we as independent artists and creators need to stand up and make noise when big companies and big entities try and take advantage of us in this industry. So please, guys, talk about this. Share this story, post about it on Twitter, post it on your Instagram stories. If you're a YouTuber, stories like this should resonate with you. You should make a video about this. We should spread the word. Today it was these guys, but tomorrow it could be you. Have you ever seen the film Big Fat Liar? You could be next. We get shit on by bigger fish in this industry all the time, and usually for no reason. I'm sure these artists would have been happy to license these images to Chris Brown and Squad for a relatively small amount of money compared to what Chris Brown will end up paying if this ends up being a court battle that he loses. The most up part of this whole thing to me, aside from the actual theft that happened, is that I see a lot of people in the comments of Chris Brown's video actually defending Chris Brown and saying that the artists need to shut up. And to that I say, go f yourself. And on that note, it's time to end, but remember what I said, kids. Don't steal, and don't forget that Chris Brown is a woman beater. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. The shirt is from the Nick Box. I'll also leave a link to them in the description. Don't forget, use code ViloniousTV to get $5 off your first box. It's a very good deal. And that's it. I will see you guys in a couple of days with a new video. What am I doing?